MBA and MS. He is a space scientist, teacher, educationalist, science communicator, meditation master, spiritual director, public speaker, writer, soft skill trainer, and psychotherapist. He has also worked as a Deputy Director, Directorate General of Security, Cabinet Secretariat, New Delhi, as a Director, UGC Academic Staff College, Calicut University, Kerala, and also as a Section Head in Training, Organizational Development, Photo Lab, Map Image Library, and Data Acquisition, Archival Production, and at Secunderabad, and he also worked as a scientist at Advanced Data Processing Research Institute, Secunderabad, as a Space Application Center, Ahmedabad, and in Program Planning and Project Management, ISR Work Headquarters, Bangalore. I welcome you, sir.
And he got ready with all his equipments. The whole Kurukshetra war was happening in 60-kilometer wide warfare. 60-kilometer wide. So you can imagine how long it will be. Okay? The center, 30-kilometer center, he is there, standing, looking at the people who are going to be against him, and then he says, I cannot fight. It's like you have prepared for exam and you say that I cannot write exam. Correct, no? And Krishna says, and the first chapter is Vishada Yoga. All problems are explained in first chapter. And Krishna do not give any answer. Okay? So all that what you have written here was also there for Arjuna. So first psychic patient was Arjuna. Okay? And Dr. Krishnan, who was a psychiatrist, who gave an answer for another 17 chapters. At the war field, during the war, when people are standing on opposite, 4 hours of class. And after 4 hours, Arjuna said, I did not understand anything, I could not concentrate. Understood? He says, I did not understand anything, you tell me what should I do, I will do it now. That's all, I surrender to you, he said. And after the war, again Krishna and Arjuna sat together. Then Arjuna asked the same question, you were telling something in the war field, please repeat it again. That's only 4 hours cassette, why couldn't you replay it? Krishna says it's enough for you, you don't require this. Because we learn many things to face problems. Okay, but most of us do not know how to use it at the real time. So the most essential part in life is to have presence of mind. Especially in your job, what you require is presence of mind. Immediate response. Good communication skill, good leadership. All this becomes part of it. If you have presence of mind, you have good communication skill. If you have good attitude, you have got presence of mind. If you have got good concentration, you can be a good communicator. That's why 2 ears and 1 mouth. Concentrate more, listen more. Communication is not just talking. Many people have written, no, stage fear, communication problem. When you say communication problem, you think that communication is only delivering. The most part of communication is listening. If you can be a good listener, then you are a good communicator. Communication do not end when I speak. It ends only when you listen. If you are not good, the class cannot be good. If you are good, the class can be good. The teacher is not important. The student is more important. Teacher is insignificant. Teacher will become good or they will never become teachers if the students are good. You keep asking questions, he cannot answer, what he will do? He will run away from the college, right? So who correct the teacher? The students correct the teachers. So who is more important? Students are important. So you must be active. Keep asking questions. Be alert. If you are not doing a job. You are not doing a job as a student. Okay, if Arjuna do not ask questions, can Krishna give an answer? You have problems, but you don't tell them. What is the use? No use, you will suffer it. And why you have problem? Because you have no confidence. It's not that you don't know. It's only that you are not aware that you know that. It says no teacher can teach anybody. No student can be taught. They only realize. They only realize they know that. You know, knowledge is like, generally we have a prayer before starting any program. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. To whom you are saluting? Guru. Who is the Guru? Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Who is the Guru? Who is the God? Brahma. Who is Brahma? Where is he? Where is Brahma, the creator? Hridaya Guhara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matram. Inside your Hridaya there is only Brahma. So where is Brahma? Inside you. Where is God? Inside you. Who is God? You are the God. And you are asking that God to teach you. Because if you don't have creativity, you can never learn. So who teaches you? Your own creativity is teaching you. When I talk to you, you are able to understand something, right? Why? When I ask why, you have learned why somewhere. And the spelling is there in you, WHY. Question mark also comes to you. Who will understand that? Those who have learned this term why. If you have never learned this term why, what you will do? Kannada barata ivarigo? Kannada barata nimage? You did not understand that, right? No, because I am speaking Kannada, you don't follow that. Barata? Baratalva? Nimge gottagutte. Bagalorge gottagutta? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. He could answer because he know, and none of you know because you never learned it. And it makes a meaning to him. It makes a creativity in him, and the dictionary is downloaded, matched with what he learned and what I am speaking, and you follow this. Why? Because you have learned something. Correct, no? If you have some knowledge, then you can add knowledge. If you don't have some knowledge, how can you add? So what is the beginning? Add knowledge. The normal calendar which you have at your home, is it useful? Yes. What for? If you know the date, you know the day. What did I say? If you know the date, you know the day. If you don't know the date, it's useless. Anything is useful for people who have some knowledge, they can add knowledge. If you don't have some knowledge, you cannot add knowledge. So with the knowledge, added creativity, you can become more knowledgeable. That's why Brahma's wife is Saraswati. Saraswati is the minister for education. Right, no? Yes. So if you have some knowledge, add creativity there, Brahma there, you can produce more knowledge. If you have knowledge, no creativity, that means you have only Saraswati with you, no husband. Saraswati will run away. She will go behind. And if you are only creative without knowledge, you can never be creative. So you must have knowledge. How do you gain knowledge? Keep on learning. Yes. As much as you want. Yes. Okay, so you can have only knowledge if you are creative, and if you are creative, automatically you will gain knowledge. Both are related. That's why husband and wife. Okay, so you are creative. You are God yourself. Brahma is inside you. Are you not great when you are God yourself? And you keep saying that I am not good, I don't have creativity, I don't have knowledge. That means you are not recognizing yourself. The first poetry in this is a highly creative poetry. It's my poem. I'm a good poet. Okay. The first poetry is Raised for Birth. It came in Malayalam Kalakamudi also sometime back. Okay? Raised for Birth. Raja Sahib, you can sit there. Okay? Raised for Birth. This is the story of my birth. This is the story of my birth. Who is going to read this poem? One volunteer, very fast. Come. Good girl. What's her name?
Jasina.
Jasina. Where from?
Calicut.
Calicut. Read.
The race for birth. This is the story of my birth. I fought with millions. Millions of my unborn brothers and sisters. I fought for life before my birth. My birth was a battle. Anyone could have received life instead of me. The sperms from my father fought to reach my mother's egg. I was conceived. When I raced with many of my unborn brothers and sisters, I am the winner. In life, I don't have to struggle as much as I have struggled for life. I am great and I believe in me. I can run and win the race with anyone in this life, as I have won the race for birth.
How many of you followed this? How many of you followed this? Only very few? Come and explain. What is it? Explain. Yeah, Malayalam or English, whichever language. Whichever language they follow. Communication becomes perfect only when they understand.
ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ അൺബോൺ ബ്രദേഴ്സും സിസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനോടും ഒത്തിരി ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. കാരണം ഒരു മദർ ഒരു കുട്ടിയെ പ്രഗ്നന്റ് ആവുന്നതിന് മുമ്പായിട്ട്
when you get conceived, millions of sperms from the father get into the mother's egg. Millions of sperms. How many sperms? Millions of sperms. And only one sperm takes the birth. Yeah.
മില്യൺസ് ഓഫ് സ്പേംസില് എന്നെ ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ആ സ്പേമിന് അല്ലാതെ വേറെ ഏത് സ്പേമിന് വേണമെങ്കിലും എൻ്റെ മദറിന്റെ വയറ്റിലുണ്ടാവായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ആ സ്പേംസിനോടല്ല എൻ്റെ അൺബോൺ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ബ്രദേഴ്സിനോടും സിസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനോടും ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഞാൻ എന്ന സ്പേമാണ് എൻ്റെ മദറിന്റെ വയറ്റിലുണ്ടായത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ അത്ര ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് എൻ്റെ ലൈഫിൽ ഞാൻ ഒരുപാട് സ്ട്രഗിൾ ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ മദറിന്റെ വയറ്റിൽ
ജനിക്കുന്നത് തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾ ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ്. And whom you are fighting with? Your own unborn brothers and sisters. എന്റെ ജനിക്കാതെ പോയ സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരോട് മല്ലിട്ടിട്ടാണ് ഞാൻ ജനിക്കുന്നത്. കോടാനുകോടി സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരോട്. So are you not great?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now do you feel you are great?
Yes.
Lift your hands up. Take it back and then say well done. Okay, keep saying this every day. Okay, keep saying this every day that I am great because I got the birth. Instead of you, your some other brother or sister could have taken birth. And how did you get it? You fought with all of them. You have raised with all of them, and then you got the birth. So you are great. Each one of us are great. Never say that I am not great. Okay? So this life itself is great, but only human being have this capability, extra capability. What is that? It makes human being different from other animals. Every animal takes birth like that. Do you think a dog will not think? Cat will not think? Rat will not think?
make use of ideas.
Ideas? They also have ideas. They know how to jump.
Intelligence.
Intelligence also they have. They remember. Every dog remembers the
So common
master
sense.
home.
Common sense.
They also have common sense. You give meat and something look like meat. Smile. Donkey smiles much better.
Speaking.
Huh? They communicate much better than us. If a cat or a rat calls its mother or a daughter, and if a whale calls its daughter, 5 kilometers far the other whale can listen. And every cow calls its calf. Calf keep running and coming. It can distinguish every cow and calf. Tell me what makes difference? Knowledge. They also have knowledge. Knowing the master, knowing what to eat, what not to eat is knowledge.
How to use them.
They also know how to use them. Way of living is different for different animals. So you are a different animal with a different way of life. Tell me that's it. Eh? Reading. Only difference is no dog will teach in the class, no dogs will sit in the class. Okay? Learning and teaching. Not reading. Don't call it just reading. Expand it. Learning and teaching is the difference between any animal and a human being. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya Maidhunani Samani Chaitani Nranam Pashunam Jnanam Naranam Adhigo Vishesho Jnane Vihina Pashubit Samana. Ahara, you know what's ahara, right? No? You belong to that. Good. Ahara, and no dog will eat if it do not want to eat. And every animal except a human being stop eating when it wants to stop. Correct, no? And only human being will eat more than what they really require. No animal. They will just eat. If you give after some best food also, it will never eat. Human being, eat as much as you can. Okay? You want only on food technology? Food day class, 20 hours. The traditional food. How to eat, what not to eat, why to eat, where to eat, when to eat. After eating, how to sleep, how much water you should consume, how to prepare. Traditional curries. Knowledge of learning something which is not generally required to have a life is not what people learn. They also learn what food to eat, what not to eat. But we learn more than that. You see a thunder or lightning, every animal will see. They will not think, why is it? How is it? From where is it coming? They don't think. Okay, so we have more thought process. Because of that we have progress. Okay, every animal sleeps. You also sleep. But you sleep more than what exactly required for it. Before getting sleep, you go to bed. As soon as you wake up, will you get up? There is a difference between waking up and getting up. Okay. As soon as you wake up, do you get up? I ask children, what do you do as soon as you wake up? They'll say, go back to sleep. Correct, no? As soon as you wake up, what do you do? Go back to sleep. What time you wake up in the morning?
5 o'clock.
How do you know? As soon as you woke up, did you see the watch?
Yes.
When you listen to alarm, you are hearing the alarm sound because you already woke up. If you are in deep sleep, no alarm sound. The same alarm sound, if somebody changes it to 3 o'clock, you will never know that. You know there is a biological clock in each one of us. And you know that you have to wake up at 5 o'clock and you keep the alarm. Even if the alarm does not ring, you will wake up. But you will wake up and then stay for the alarm to ring. Why? Basically, all of us are lazy. It's called the Tushni Bhava. You pretend that you are sleeping. That's what we do most of the time. We don't wake up. Or we don't get up as soon as we wake up. Brahma, who is supposed to be the person who calls you, Brahma Muhurtam, he calls you be creative because you are sleeping. You are not creative while sleeping. As soon as you open your eyes, you become creative. What is creativity? Looking at the mirror and say, why my hair is like this? It should have been like this. No, why my nose is like this? It should have been taller. Why the ears are like this? You just change the ear, your shape will change. You keep on looking at you and unhappy. That's also creativity, right? As soon as you wake up, you start thinking about all this. So therefore, who calls you in the morning? That's why we call Brahma Muhurtam, Brahma calls you. He calls me, Shashikumar, please wake up. I said, Poda. And throughout the day we start calling God. God will say, Poda. As simple as that. That's why God is not listening to us. So as soon as you wake up, you want to get up. How many of you want to get up as soon as you wake up? Change your lifestyle from today. How many of you want? Lift your hands up very fast, full, when I ask you questions. Fine, very good. All of you want, right? There is a nice food technology for this. That's a medicine. Drink 4 liters of water at night. As soon as you wake up, you will get up and run, right? That's all it is. So very simple mechanism. I have solutions for most of your problems. Very simple solution. No extra expenditure. And if you keep waking up at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, you want to change it to 5 o'clock, reduce it to 2 liters. That's all. Okay? Will you do it from today onwards?
Yes.
Do it, because not just to wake up, because most of the time you take less water during the day. Because you are busy with your job, learning, sitting in the class. Otherwise you feel like drinking water. If you are sitting at home, you have a bottle of water in front of you, you keep on drinking it, right? Why do you drink water? Why do you drink water? Purify your body. So don't you think it needs to be purified? When you purify, if you don't have time to purify in the day, purify at night. So drink as much water as you can at night. You will become more energetic. You will never fall sick. Take it from me, right? For last 25 years I am not sick. Not that I am not sick. I am sick, but I never suffer. I never met a doctor. I meet doctors to give classes on, but not to take class from them, not to take medicine from them. Okay? So keep drinking water as much as you can. Since you can't do it in the day, do it at night. Drink as much water as you can. You become fresh. For any chemical reaction you need water. In every thinking process, when you're sitting in the class, 50 million chemical reactions happens when I talk to you. Because when I say 50 million, you have to understand that's 50 million. It downloads from the brain, matches 50 million. You have an imagination, oh, this figure is 50 million. All that happens because there is a chemical reaction happening in your mind. Yes or no? Yes. And that needs every chemical reaction to require energy, and that energy is provided mostly by water and the air which you breathe. Okay, so good breathing practice, good drinking, not other drinking practice. Normal water drinking practice is very, very essential for good life. You can be much stronger, much perfect in your life, and that reduces most of your problem like anxiety, because that's also chemical reaction. Worry is a chemical reaction. So whenever there is worry, chemical reactions happens, dilute it by pouring water. When you drink water, your tension will go. When you wash your face, your tension will go. When you wash your legs, you will become fresh. Very simple. For most of the problems, you have water as the solution. Ahara, nidra, bhayam. Many animals have bhayam. You also have bhayam. We have more because before something happens, we start thinking about it. Animal will think only when it comes. Okay, the animal keeps walking. It do not think that what happens after some time. But what we do, because we have knowledge, we start thinking about what's going to happen. The animal, when it feels hungry, it will think of eating. But we start thinking about eating even before we are hungry. Correct, no? That's the only difference. Why? Because we have knowledge. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maidunani. Maiduna means sex. Animal also have desire to sex. Human being also have desire to sex. Every animal dies almost at the time when it stops having sex. Reproductive system stops, animals dies. But human being only have this life where even when you can't reproduce, at 40 the lady stops. But still they will live up to 80 years. 40 years they still live. The God has given that power because we are not living only for reproducing. Our aim is something else. That is what is learning and teaching. So, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maidunani, samani, chaitani, nurnam, pashunam. These are equal for human being and animal. Those days, but today it is more. Jnanam naranam adigo vishesho jnane vihina pashvi samana. If you don't have knowledge, your extra is only knowledge, teaching and learning. Having knowledge is not, you can think about what is going to happen and then you can teach somebody else what's going to happen. Okay? That creativity we only have. Jnanam naranam adigo vishesho jnane vihina pashvi samana. If you don't have that knowledge, you are equal to an animal. Think how many days we don't learn anything and just live in this world. Right now? So that day, which animal you are? You are not a human being. Yes or no? Lift your hands up. Take it on your head. Ayyo. Kore kalanya. Enda animal ancha animal anadu. Okay? ചിലര് പുഴുവായിരിക്കും, ചിലര് കുറുക്കന്മാരാവും. സിംഹാണ്. Because you eat lot of non-veg, right? You know that non-vegetarian food is called, all Tamilians are non-vegetarians. They say non-vegetarian. Some air hostess was serving food. You want veg or non-veg? Tamilian said non-veg. They got non-veg. Kids. Non-veg food is called a shavam. Right? No? Don't have life. So, atra perundu shavam thinunnaru. Yeah, good. Shavam thinigalakku rakshasanmarla. When you eat meat, you also drink a lot of blood inside, right? 30-40% of the meat contains blood clotted. If it is fish, 80% blood is inside, 20% only goes out. When you eat non-vegetarian, you are going to be more sick, because every tension which you have, every hurry you have, every worry you have, every anxiety you have, that first comes in the blood. That's why when you are in disease, first test will be done on your blood. So when an animal dies, especially when fish die, what it will have? It will have anxiety, it will have worry, it will have tension, and then all the blood inside that gets clotted inside. Therefore, what you are drinking along with or eating along with that, the blood which you consume also have the chemistry. And most of the people who consume fish have got either respiratory problem, breathing problem, or skin diseases, because this is much related to fish. So every food what you eat is what you are. If you eat non-veg, you will become lethargic. You are a dead person, because what you eat is not having any energy. It may have protein, but there is something called an energy in a food. Today's newspaper, if you see, there is something against GM food. Somebody starts writing about, you know what's GM food? Yes or no? Louder answer. No. You don't know what's GM food? No. Genetically modified food. Have heard this? Yes. What is genetically modified food? The tomato, which will never be eaten by ants and flies. Therefore, you don't have to use any fertilizer. Is required, but you don't have to use any. What is the big problem in Kasaragod on food? What is that? Why is it being used? What pesticide? Why pesticide is used? The pesticide is used because the fruit will be eaten by the flies, pests. Now, if you have to get rid of the pests, what is to be done? Produce something which will never be eaten by pests. Why? Because pests know that this is not eatable, these have no energy inside. You understood? Nice tomato, no pest will eat that, no ants will eat, no flies will eat, nothing, because they know that eating this is of no use. But who will eat? Human being will eat. Because seeing, we don't know whether it has energy or not. And what is the guarantee that it has energy or not? Take the seed of that tomato, plant it, it will never grow. That's what it is. If it has strength, if it has life, if it has energy, it will grow. Correct? No? And any seed which comes from the fruit, if you plant it, it grows. On those fruit only, these ants and worms and things will come. That means it has energy. Genetically modified is such which will have no energy, it will never grow, and we eat it. Nalla vannam irikkum. Then undaviya. Creativity will not be there. You are eating for creativity. There is a chanting which is to be chanted before eating food. Anyone of you know that? Before eating also we have to pray. Before every activity we have to pray. There is a praying in Bharatiya Shastra. Anyone know that? Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmatnau, Brahmanahudam, Brahmaiva Dena Gandhavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. If somebody says that you have to chant this, they will say I don't eat. Because I can't chant it. Brahmarpanam, consider this food as I am giving to Brahma. Who is Brahma? Creativity. I am eating not to fill my stomach, for my creativity. To be active in life. That's why I am eating this. So Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmatno, Brahmanahudam, Brahmaiva Tena Gandhavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir, Brahmatno, Brahmanahudam, Brahmaiva Tena Gandhavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. This is a food which I am giving to the Brahma. For what? To make me creative. That's my purpose. Are you eating for creativity? If you are eating, you will eat only food that gives you energy, but not anything which will not give you energy. Any dead food is a dead food. There is a science called microbiotics. How many of you heard this? Not microbiotics. Microbiotics. You are what you eat. That's the translation for that. You are what you eat. Your character is determined by what food you eat. Very simple to understand. Look at elephant. Elephant is mild, right? You don't mind touching it. Tiger, lion, much smaller, but you get scared. Why? Because it's a non-vegetarian and this is a vegetarian. So be careful if non-vegetarian is beside you. You don't have to, because you are also a non-vegetarian, right? No? Yes? And don't be cruel like that. If you want to have a good life, the best thing is to be a vegetarian. But you can't run your show. Right now, you make a lot of money. Already Hotel makes money because of non-veg. And the dirtiest smelling thing, you put nice masala, make it so smelly, and then 1/4 inch of your tongue will taste it, and 36 feet in your stomach will suffer. And keep saying after some time, oh, stop, enough, I can't do this. And you fall sick after that. Okay? So, ahara, nidra, bhaya, maidunani, samani, chaitani, nanam, pashunam, jnanam, naranam, adhiko, vishesho, jnane, vihina, pashubit, samana. There is not a difference between human being and animal. We have knowledge, we can learn and teach. We can tell somebody that this I know, we can tell somebody this I do not know. Animals cannot say that. So we are different. We are great. And best way, if you want to be a good communicator, you must, if you are a good teacher, you are a good communicator, right? You know, when somebody teaches in the class, how much percentage knowledge he has on the subject? Average 50%, right? And the teacher knows only 50%. And whatever he knows, how much percentage he can deliver in language? Maximum 50% of that 50%, not more than that. So 25% is delivered out. And sitting there, most of the students don't listen to the class. Correct, no?
Yes.
So how much percentage is reaching you? So how much percentage information you get from the class? Very, very less, right?
Yeah.
If a good teacher, the best teacher in the world, who is an Acharya, Acharya is a person who practices whatever he does. If I am teaching science, I must practice. If I am teaching maths, I must practice maths. If I am teaching chemistry, I must practice chemistry. If such people teach, then also they can only deliver 25%. Not better than that. Acharya Padamadate, a good teacher can deliver only 25%. 25% students have to learn themselves. If you read, if you understand, if you think about it, you collect more information from different reference books, you become 25% extra knowledge. Okay. Then 25% you have to learn through group discussions. Discussing with the people, that's must. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Somedaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya. Brahmachari is each one of your brahmacharis. Why? Because you get a certificate, you are brahmachari in hotel management, right? Bachelor of Brahmacharya. What is the degree you get? Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Science. Bachelor means what? Brahmachari. Is it not? So who are you? You are learning to be brahmachari, right? A student of brahmachari. You know brahmachari means Brahmam is what? Your creativity, God inside. Chari means you moves. The person who moves is called a charikya. Charikya means keep moving. So Brahmam is moving in this subject. So you should only think, you should only talk about the subject which you are learning. Only such people can be called brahmacharis in the subject. I was a BSc mathematics person. Means during those time I must think only about mathematics, nothing else. How many of you think only the subject which you are learning? Except this, anything else you will think, right? No? If you keep thinking, then you are a good student. Then you have concentration. If you have, then you will discuss with your friends only that subject. If you are not, you will discuss many things else. Why? When you go for a movie, you sit in the theater, two of you. As soon as you come out of the theater, what you will discuss? About the cinema only. Correct? That means you carry the cinema along with you in your manas. Do you carry the subject along with you? If you carry, then you can be called as bachelor of this subject. Otherwise, you are bachelor of cinema, bachelor of telephone, bachelor of public problems, bachelor of politics. Because if whatever interest you have, some people are bachelor of cinema, they keep on talking about cinema. Some people are bachelor of food. Morning itself, then breakfast you have. There are some people, right? No? And you say this, okay, what are you preparing for lunch? Most of the housewives are bachelor of food. Because they keep on discussing about that. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maidunani, you can have concentration in any of this. Whichever concentration you have, that is your bachelor. Some people are in sleep, some people are in eating, some people are on learning, whatever you do. If you keep your knowledge, whatever you are learning in your manas, you will start discussing that, then that is what you carry with you and you will start discussing. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Somedhaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, Padam Kalakramena Cha. I am going to ask questions in all that what I teach you, okay? After the evening, after the session, you will have an exam. You will have to answer most of this content what I say. We are going to have exams after this. I want to test your knowledge. Test you how good concentration you have. That's the only way. So you are going to get some questions, you will have to answer it. Otherwise, hit you on your top. If you are not ready, you can get out now itself. So 1/4 you get from Acharya, 1/4 from your own study, 1/4 from discussing with your friends. So you must have sufficient discussion with your friends to learn. Then 1/4 Kalakramena. You can't learn now, after some time only you can. Okay, so that is the way of learning. So if you don't understand 75% of the subjects sitting in the class, nothing wrong. 25% only you get. Because do not guarantee 100% knowledge in the class. But you must read. You must think. You must start discussing. You must start debating. You must start fighting on the subject. There are 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers written by me and put on blog. How many of you look at blogs? Only output, nothing else. Go to internet, type DrTPS. My name. Doctor, you know what is doctor. DR. TPS is temperature per second. Okay, DrTPS. DrTPS. Exam or study. 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. You will get those points. In which I explain how to get good marks, how to get good knowledge about the subject, how do you prepare for examination. How do you prepare yourself for studies? One simple example I will give you. Now you know when you come for a class, what is going to be taught in the class tomorrow? Yes or no? You have your syllabus with you, you have a textbook with you, you know what's going to be taught tomorrow? You know or not?
Yes, sir.
I should ask 3 times to answer or first one time? So answer it fast, okay? Okay. Yeah. Answer should come like this. Not when I ask you second time, third time, first time. So when you read the textbook before coming to the class, you know what's going to be taught in the class. Okay? So read it and come to class. You will enjoy the class much better. Okay? Because the teacher also reads and comes. You are also reading and coming. Your friend also reads and comes. If you and your friend is reading and coming, automatically before the class you start discussing about what is going to happen in the class. Because you are prepared to listen. When you go for a movie, before going for the movie, don't you prepare yourself for which movie you are going? You tell your friends, you see the poster, you have some information, you collect information from others, how the movie is, you know who is going to act there, every information you have, right? Similarly, when you go for a class, if you have sufficient knowledge about what's going to happen in the class, your interest will increase. Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Now assume you come with prepared, your friend also come with preparation. When you sit, you will start discussing about the movie. That's what happens when you go to the cinema theater. You will start discussing about the cinema which is going to come. Then, if the class is over, during the class what happens, you know? You start judging, comparing, analyzing, criticizing, internal. Don't disturb the teachers, let them live, okay? Because you may also become teacher tomorrow. If you start cursing them, you will also have the same problem. So do that. After the class is over, you will start discussing with your friend, what did the teacher say and what did you understand in the beginning? Now what do you understand? What is the difference between these two? And you will also start discussing with them what all she or he knows. That learning becomes third learning for him. Correct, no? So you have first you learn, then teacher teaches, again you are discussing with your friend and learning again and again. So all the 3 patterns are over. Acharya Padamadatte, Padam Shishya Samedaya, Padam Brahmacharya. If this is done, you will never have to read your textbook after that. Tear off that paper and throw it. Not required. You will never require the textbook after this. You can get maximum marks. But this is not now guarantee marks, maximum full marks. Want full marks? What?
Yes.
Very simple. After one chapter is over, ask your friend to prepare a question paper which you are going to answer. And you prepare the toughest question and give it to your friend to answer. Okay? One chapter is over. All of you can prepare question papers. Very tough question paper. To prepare question paper, don't you have to read it again?
Yes.
Want to read it very carefully?
Yes.
You are going to make the tough question paper.
Yes.
When you make the question paper, don't you have to know the answer?
Yes.
That's one learning. And give that question paper to your friend. She will also do the same thing. You start writing answers. Next day, give the answer to them. Do it only when you feel sleepy. You can never sleep when you get the answer sheet of your friend which you have to correct. Take a pen, start correcting spelling mistake, grammatical mistake, points which are not covered, mark it, write it, this is not good, this is not good. Keep on writing them. If you want to correct it, don't you have to have knowledge? Then next day, what for you will fight with your friend? You will tell your friend that I have written correct, you have not written correct, why this is marked red? You start fighting. Who becomes the teacher? You become the teacher of your friend and she becomes or he becomes your teacher and you will become excellent. You will never have a problem in discussing or teaching the same subject tomorrow if you want to teach. You want to present what you learn? Very simple for you. You want to write exam? By this, if you practice like this, by the end of the course, how many exams you would have written? Every day, every week, at least 5 exams you are writing. Correct? No? So by end of a course, you will write more than 100 exams. Is it exam writing becomes a tension for you or a joke for you? You will just enjoy. The question paper will come saying answer only 5. You will answer all the 10. Because all the 10 is simple and easy for you. Read a textbook as if you are going for a picnic. You are not going to read the textbook again, as if you are not going to see the place again, right? How do you look at it? Every inch by inch, word by word, you will carefully read. Read as much as you can with full concentration, then you will excel well. Assured, I am trying to tell you what I practice. Nothing from textbooks. You will never see these points in the textbook. This is from my own experience. Which I practice only what I preach. If I don't practice, I am not going to tell that. I finished my MSc maybe 25 years back, 1986, 24 years back. You give me the question paper today, ask me to write exam, guarantee that I will get more marks than what I got those days. I remember still every inch of what I learned. Just because soon after the class is over, if the teacher goes, I go to the board and start teaching them what did the teacher said. You understood? As soon as the teacher goes out of the class, I will take the chalk, go to the board and tell what did the teacher taught me. If that concentration you can have, you decide that you are going to do that, your concentration will be 100%. Why we have no concentration? Because you know that you are going to write exam only at the end of the year and you have sufficient time. While reading you don't have concentration because you know that you are going to read the book again. Never read a book thinking that you are going to read it again. Read it as if you are going to read last time. Never re-look at it, because when you do it second time you are wasting time. Why do you waste time? There are thousands and thousands of new books to read. Read fresh new books. Use the library maximum. Many people don't use the library. They just read the textbook. I remember when somebody came to my office, joined as a scientist, I asked him which book you followed. He said notebook. Notebook? Yeah. Teacher gives the note, only that book I follow, nothing else. Stupid fellow. He calls himself a master of statistics. Can you imagine? Right? You must read. Read as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Then only you can be called as students. Yes or no?
Yes.
If you are not a student, anyway you have decided to come for a course and then you have decided to be in this field, now what you should do? Learn as much as you can. If you learn now, tomorrow you can earn. Very simple. If you don't learn now, tomorrow you cannot earn. There are three things required for a human being. Do you pray? By mistake, God appears in front of you. You don't expect God appears right now. Tomorrow morning or today while praying, God comes to you and asks you what is that you want, what you will ask. You will ask him, come later, I will think and tell you. He will never come back to you. Only one appearance. Accidentally, as soon as it comes, you must give a sudden answer because he has no time. He's a very busy man, right? No? Assume somebody like that is there, what you will ask? Remember when? What you will ask? Any volunteer? You want knowledge? How many of you want knowledge? Lift your hands up, be courageous. Yeah, you will ask only what you don't have now. Yes or no? So you know that you don't have knowledge. That's why you are asking. What else you will ask? What do you will ask? You smile at him like this? Tell me answer fast. What do you ask? Okay? If God comes and asks you what is that you want, what you will ask? That's what he asked and you did not lift the hands. Are you sleeping? Tushni Bhava. Tell me what do you ask? Anybody? Many people want money. How many of you want money? You will get only money, nothing else in your life. If God gives you, that only will come, nothing else. You get knowledge only, nothing else, no money.
All the things, knowledge, money, success.
No, God, you can only ask one. Choice is yours, only one. What you will ask?
Success.
Success? In what? See, success is the path. Success in what? Ask that directly to God, no?
Success in life.
What is success in life? If you ask you, what you will say? I just ask questions, you can respond to me. I asked you questions, you can respond to me. What is that elotion fellow? Please stand up there. You don't know what is elotion. You have not seen the mirror today? Stand up. Stand up. Tell me what you will ask God. Money. Those who want money, please raise the hands up. Now I understood why he is not listening, because you don't understand. What did I say just now? Those who want money, please raise the hands up. You don't follow English or what? You did not. Just now I asked, no, those who want money, please lift the hands up. Sit down there. Please listen and respond. Okay? Those who want money, please raise the hands up. Now I am asking you to raise hands, those who want money. I have to ask 3 times for him to respond. God will take your head away. You will think, why I have given this stupid head to him? He is not functioning. Respond fast. Okay? I want quick answer, quick response in the class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How many of you want money? Please lift the hands. I heard many people saying, but when I ask to raise the hands, they can't. Because they don't want to work, they want only to talk. Correct, no? They can never get money. You understood? Those who only talk, they don't work, they can never get money. And they get money, and if they don't work, that money will go. You know why? The goddess of money is louder. Louder. Not enough. I want to answer like this. If you are not answering, I'll just give the place. So the goddess of money is? And who is her husband? Vishnu. You know what is Vishnu's job? Spending money. Maintenance, activity, action, construction, destruction. For anything you want money. Correct, no?
Yes.
And what he does, he maintains people. For any maintenance, you need money. That is why Lakshmi's husband is Vishnu. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you have money and you don't maintain anything, if you don't run an institution, then money will go.
Yes.
And if you want to run, you should have money. So if you want Vishnu, first give to Lakshmi. You keep only Lakshmi, Vishnu will take her away. So those who are active only can have money. Very simple mechanism. Okay?
Yes.
So God will not give you money. He will say, do work, you get money. You want money without working? You will get money, but you will lose money very fast. It will not stay with you. My mother used to tell, Lakshana putra nendinayo dhanam, alakshana putra nendinayo dhanam. If you are a good boy, you don't require money. If you are a bad boy, alakshana means no lakshana. If you are bad boy, you get as much money as you want, that will go. You will spend unnecessarily, right?
Yes.
So for both, you don't require money. If you are good, you don't require money. If you are bad also, you don't require money. And money is something which makes you unhappy throughout your life. Arjite dukkham. When you want to make money, you have to be struggling. So you suffer a lot. So gaining money is suffering. Spending money is much more suffering.
Lakshmi Devi is suffering.
Yes. Because if you don't you have Vishnu, earning money is not a problem because you are working and earning. You enjoy working. Otherwise you work without enjoyment. What Krishna says is, work is worship. Enjoy working. If you are not enjoying and just working for making money, that means Vishnu is not with you but you get money. And how do we generally enjoy with the money? You buy a nice watch, nice dress. How much you paid for this? 400 rupees. Your friend will say, "Aye, same thing I purchased for 300 rupees. Finished, she gets a heart attack." Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
So it's not that 100 rupees I lost. She did not lose 100 rupees. That makes me painful. Correct? No? We always keep comparing. The worth of an item is not what we pay. The cost of the item is what we pay. There is a difference of worth and cost. The worth of an item is not what we pay. The cost of the item is what we pay. And cost is what you attach to that. If there is more demand, cost increases. Does the worth increase? Worth does not increase. Worth is the actual value. Worth is the actual value. Cost increases as the demand increases. There are more people to buy, what they will do? They will increase the price. The price increase is called a cost increase. Arjite dukkam, meye dukkam, dhanam sarvatra dukkadam. Wherever money is there, you have more unhappiness. Comfortably uncomfortable people are. People are comfortably uncomfortable. Sit in the AC room, air conditioned room, but mind is not conditioned. What is to be conditioned? Your mind is to be conditioned. How do you do that? Accept Vishnu with you. He will tell you how to condition your mind. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Vishada Yoga is the starting. You know what's ending? Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. The last chapter is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. What is Moksham? Moksham is happiness. Moksham is happiness. To be happy. When? Whatever happens. You fail in exam, be happy. You can again write, no? Yes or no? You can again write. Whatever happens, be happy in this world. Because if you are not happy, there is no point in living in this world. You ask anybody, how is your life? That's what generally people say, no?
Yes.
എങ്ങനെയുണ്ടോ ജീവിതം ചോദിച്ചാൽ പറയാ ഇങ്ങനെ എന്താ നിർത്തിക്കൂടെ എന്തിനെ പോകണം ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಇങ്ങനെ കന്നഡയിൽ തെലുങ്കിൽ ജനകത്താ ಇದೆ എഴഞ്ഞ് എഴഞ്ഞ് പോടുന്ന തമിഴില് அப்படி இப்படியே போறது இல்லே லைஃப் எப்படி இருக்குது இப்படியே போறது हिंदी चलता है nothing great but you go to UP and ask मजे गुजरात life मजा अच्छे enjoy you ask Bangla people बाल अच्छे വളരെ ഹാപ്പിയാണ് കാരണം രണ്ട് ഭാഗത്തും നോർത്തിൽ പോകുന്തോറും ഇന്ത്യക്ക് വീതി കൂടുതലാണ് അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലും വീതി ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോ കഞ്ചൂസായിട്ട് വരും അല്ലേ കൊല്ലത്തൊക്കെ പോകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കുണ്ടല്ലോ ഭഗവാൻ വിഷ്ണു കാസർഗോഡുകാരൊക്കെ നല്ലതാണ് കണ്ണൂർ അതിനേക്കാളും ബെറ്റർ തൃശ്ശൂർ കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ കാലുവാരുന്നവരെ ഉള്ളൂ ഭഗവാൻ വിഷ്ണു എല്ലായിടത്തും നിന്നിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് പോയപ്പോ ആദ്യം തന്നെ അങ്ങനെ കടന്നു കാരണം ആര് കാല് വാരുന്നതിന് മുകളിൽ പത്മനാഭസ്വാമി ക്ഷേത്രം ഉണ്ടാവും അവൻ വീക്കെൻഡ് കടന്നിട്ടാണ് എന്തേ കിടക്കാന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ അപ്പൊ പറഞ്ഞു ആരെങ്കിലും കാല് വാരുന്നതിന് കിടന്നാണ് തെക്ക് ഭാഗത്തിലൊക്കെ കാല് വാരുന്നതാണ് അല്ലേ അനുഭവത്തിൽ അങ്ങനെയാണോ ശരിക്കും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചോളാം പാലക്കാടിലേക്ക് അസലായിട്ട് സ്വഭാവം പറയാം ഓരോ രാജ്യത്തെ ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ എപ്പോഴും ആവശ്യം എന്താണ്? സന്തോഷമാണ്. ആരെങ്കിലും ജീവിതം എങ്ങനെയുണ്ടെന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ സന്തോഷമുണ്ടെന്ന് പറയാം. Because your parents never told that they are enjoying their life, you are also not enjoying your life. Assume your parents are always happy. You will also become happy, right?
Yes.
If they keep on telling about problems, you will also keep on telling about problems. Failing is not a big problem in life. You fail as many exams as you want, but be successful in life. That's more important. Life is to enjoy. Life is to live. Life has to be simple. Never complicate. Life is very simple. Life is beautiful. Mohanlal says that, right? I see much more movie than what you see in your life. I have seen 40 movies in a month. I have seen. ഇവിടെ സ്വർഗമാണ് വിജ്ഞാനം. അതല്ലേ? കുറേ കാണുന്നുണ്ടതിൽ ഓർമ്മ. കേരള കഫേ ഓൾസോ. Learn from movies. We can take classes like this. So life is to enjoy. If you don't enjoy your life, there is no point in living in this world. Every moment is to be enjoyed, but never enjoy. And next moment you will have to say, oh, I should not have done this. Your enjoyment should never to make you unhappy next moment. You will enjoy now, but next moment you become unhappy. Don't do that enjoyment, because you will have to enjoy it continuously. Momentarily enjoyment is very easy, but then you will have to suffer later. Okay, one drop of raindrop on your head, on your body, on your jacket is so beautiful. You will enjoy it, but you will start getting drenched after some time. That's one of my poetry. When I was walking on Delhi, the winter rain is very beautiful. It sprinkles water like this, you enjoy. But after some time, sudden rain will come, you will start feeling, oh, I should not have done this. Correct, no? In life, most of the things are like that. You will enjoy first day, and then you will feel, no, I should not have done this. Never do that in your life which makes you unhappy throughout your life. No spontaneous, instantaneous enjoyment, just suffer later. Enjoy continuously. You understand what I am trying to say? So enjoy every moment, not one moment and then repent later. Okay? That's what is important. And how do you enjoy? To enjoy, there are three ways. With money you can enjoy, but when you lose money, you become unhappy. You can become famous and happy. You know what's being famous? Your picture comes in the photograph tomorrow. Got first rank. Very happy, right? Then who keeps the photograph cut? Keep inside your album. Will anybody else do that? Only you do that, right? With that news, you enter in the train, you see somebody else using that same page for cleaning the seat. Oh, my photograph he is using for cleaning. For him, it doesn't matter, no? So when you are famous, who enjoys being famous? Only you. And you are closest to relatives. Correct, no? So is it becoming famous is important, or having closest to people around you is important? It's not important whether you become rich. It's not important that you are famous, but it is important that you should have people around you who are rich and famous. I don't have to worry when I come to Calicut. I have people who know me. I don't own even a single land. No place for me to stay, but I know many people who have got place to stay here. So I can get into any place, right? So how many houses I have? I have many houses here. You don't have to own a land, but if you know many people who have got land, that's enough. Yes or no? You may be very famous, but nobody cares you. What you can do? Can you stand on the road and say that I got award? If you don't have anybody, when you are happy or unhappy, there is nobody to share, you become the most distressed fellow in the world. So what in life, most required thing is that you should have sufficient people around you. Get as many people as you want. Clean them. Put them together. Talk to them. Be with them. Share with them. That's must. And that's the only capability of human being. Because we have a social life. We are called the social being. Being social is social being. And what is being social? Interacting with the people. Each one of us are like sharp-edged stones. When you start interacting with the people, you hit somebody, the sharp edge will make pain for them. They will also make sharp edged pains on you. It happens sometimes. Everybody will not accept you. But as you start interacting with many people, your edges will break. You become smooth, like a stone which rolls in the water. You become nice shaped people. Wherever you want, you can roll within them. And each good social being is like a rolling stone. You keep moving around them. ആ ഷേപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാക്കലാണ് ജീവിതത്തിന്റെ ലക്ഷ്യം. It's not that I join with a few people and can live with them but not with somebody else. എത്ര വിരോധികളുണ്ടോ അത്രയും സോഷ്യൽ ബീയിങ് അല്ലാന്നാണ്. എത്ര ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടോ അത്രയും സോഷ്യൽ ആണെന്നാണ്. Every moment I don't say anything which I don't practice. I keep repeating. Yesterday I was driving to Payyanur. From Pilatra I was driving to Payyanur. On the way Perimba comes. No? As soon as you reach Perimba, after crossing the bridge, the road goes to the city. One goes to straight, right? No? That corner down there is a hotel, that is my friend's hotel. He was my classmate during pre-university. 1980. How many years back? 30 years back. I stopped the car, just got out. Vijayan showed the hands like this. I am meeting him after 8 years. Before that 22 years back I met him once. Can you imagine how happy he will be? And why did I go? Is it for a cup of tea? No. It's just to say bye-bye to you. Only few minutes we had. It's a relation which you should maintain. When I come to Calicut, I send SMS to most of the people whom I know in Calicut. You know why? It's a chance to meet. That's why Raja sir is here. That's why another person, Vijesh is here. I keep on sending SMS. I am here full day. And they keep coming and meeting. Why? That is social being. You have no time for somebody else. Definitely they will have no time for you tomorrow. Relations have to be maintained. Easy to start but difficult to maintain. If you can maintain, you are the best person in the world. So be a social being. That gives you happiness. I said you need not be rich, you need not be famous, but you can be rich and famous with the people around. What is your richness? The people around you. What is your fame? The people around you. So there are three things which people require. One is fame, another one is rich, one is happiness is inbuilt in this. There is nothing which is happiness. It's like juice in the fruit. Juice have no taste unless there is a fruit. Correct, no? Juice have no taste by itself. Juice is just water. The juice of apple have a different taste. Juice of orange have a different taste. Juice is just water. They have no taste. Similarly, happiness have no. It's only an adjective added to something. Happiness in what? Just being happy is madness. There are some people just happy. You can see them on the road. Being happy. Why? Just happy. To be happy, you need a reason. So what is that? Either money or fame or learning. When you learn something, you feel happy. So there are three things which are required for human being. One is learning, earning, and fame. When you learn, you earn, and you also become famous. So what is the best thing to Aspire in life? Learning. Learn as much as you can. If you have knowledge, you can make money, you will also become famous. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot. Okay? In traditional Bharatiya Shastram, there are 4 types of people. The first, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra. You know who is a Brahmin? Not who has got a cross belt. Who Brahmam Ariyunnavar. Brahmam, creativity. Those who are creative are called Brahmins. What is creativity? Those who should have knowledge. If you have knowledge and be creative, which part it belongs to? The head, right now?
Yes.
Therefore, if your Uttar Pradesh is working, you are a Brahmin. Okay? If your Uttar Pradesh is working, you are a Brahmin. Your Chhattisgarh is working, then Kshatriya. Because Kshatriya means when they say, they show their power. Muscle power. That is this portion. Okay? Vedantago Brahmanaha. Vedanta means knowledge. Vedantago Brahmanaha. Kshatriyo Vijayi Bhavet. Always think about success or fight. Never happy. Because they want to increase their land power. They want power all the time. Most of the politicians are Kshatriyas and they are never happy. You become famous, but next day the chief minister will be only on few days, right? Election comes, you go, and somebody else become. You know how unhappy a politician will be when they lose their election? They will be very happy one day, next day unhappy. What did I say? Never do anything which makes you happy for some time and unhappy after some time. That cannot be happiness. Learning, ever happy. You learn something and it is in you, you will forget after some time. Most of the people, as they learn, they forget things, right? Why? Because you don't use it. Because you have only Saraswati, but no creativity. You keep on using it, you will forget. You will never forget. If you practice, you will never forget. So have knowledge which you can practice. And every knowledge is practicable, but you don't know that it is practicable. You are not tuned for that. If you are tuned for that, you will become one. So what is important? You should have knowledge which can be used. So Vedantago Brahmanaha, Kshatriyo Vijayi Bhavet, Vaishyo Dhana Samruddha, Madhya Pradesh is working. Okay? And all Keralians are Shudras. South India is Shudra, right? They don't plan. Keep saying something, they do. And say, most ideal people. All planning happens in where? Delhi only, right? No?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Maximum food comes from Madhya Pradesh. We just eat that. All paid. You want something, you have to get it from somewhere. Just above north, Tamil Nadu you have to import. Dhania powder, if you want to make sambar, which are the ingredients required? Or food technology, tell me. What are the things required? Nothing, you don't require anything, get a parcel, no? Don't tell me that answer. Tell me what are the ingredients you want. Vegetable. Where vegetable comes to Kerala? Tamil Nadu. So you don't prepare. Okay, next. Dal comes from where? Gujarat. Madhya Pradesh somewhere. Not in Kerala. Next. Okay? Spices. What are the spices? General. Dhania powder. Where does it come from? Mirchi comes from Andhra. I come from Andhra. Very hot. You find where these ingredients come from and you learn. Okay? And when you make sambar, you are doing a national integration inside the kitchen. Gas comes from somewhere, water comes from somewhere. Only water comes from here. And we know how to water things. Water is only from this place. And where does this water comes from? Water comes from the space. Rain only gives you water, right?
Yes.
And where this water vapor? From every sea in India. So water itself is a natural regulation. That's why when you take bath, you are supposed to chant a mantra which says Gange Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. I am taking bath in the water. Which are the water? Ganga. Where is Ganga? Where is top? Himane. Okay, Gange Yamuna, Delhi. Godavari, Andhra Pradesh. Gange Yamune Chaiva Godavari, Andhra Pradesh. Then Saraswati. Where is Saraswati? No river? It was there in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Now the river is not there. 3200 BC, the river went down. From there, education also went down. Saraswati is the goddess of education. So when Saraswati river goes, education also gone. That's why we had lot of Nalanda, Takshashila universities in those areas. Saraswati river was feeding Nalanda and Takshashila, and after that it is gone. The education also gone. Gangeja, Yamune Chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada. You know Narmada Andolan, right? Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, that area. Narmada Andolan. Narmade, Sindhu. Where is Sindhu? Yeah. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha. Names you know that. Sindh is in Pakistan. Okay. Earlier Pakistan was part of India, therefore Sindh. Now, Kaveri. Think about Jayalalitha. Jayalalitha says we will not share water. How can she say? The sun will make it vapor and comes to Kerala, rains them. Who distributes water? Lord Sun, but not Jayalalitha. Not Karunanidhi, right? Now can they say my vapor should not go? No? എന്റെ കാർമേഘം ഈ തമിഴ്നാട് വിട്ടിട്ട് പോകാൻ പറ്റില്ലെന്ന് പറയാം. No boundary there. Correct? No? And all these rivers joined together can drain anywhere. Gange, Yamune, Chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu Kaveri, Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Before taking water, hold the water for some time, pour it back, hold it some time, pour it back, hold it some time, pour it back. You will see advertisement in tourism. You don't see? Sannyasis pouring water like this. Are they mad? They are standing in the water, taking water, pouring it back. Taking water, pouring it back. Are they mad? And many people while taking bath, they will clean the water like this. Are they mad? Why do they clean it and take a dip? You know why? Ask questions to learn. You must think why they are doing it. You will get an answer. If you hold water for some time, take the hottest water, take the coldest water for some time in your hand, pour it back. Take it again and pour it back. You will see your body temperature will change, adjust to the water. Take the hot water, you dip your hand, hot. Again you dip and say not that hot. In next 2 moments, within this time, the temperature of the water becomes adjustable to you. What is adjusting? Your body temperature adjusts. When you feel hot here, you start. You know why? You don't have patience. Just say, I am not feeling hot. It's only feeling hot. It's not hot. Yes, sir. The coldest of the coldest season, you say, I am feeling cold. Ask, is it cold? No. You are only feeling cold. Why? There are many people there, they are not feeling cold. Travel to Himalaya. I have been to Manas Sarovar, Kailash. When we go for Kailash Parikrama, we have seen people without any shirt, only one small dhoti, they will be there. And all the people use gloves, 4 degree, minus 14 degree, minus 47 degree sometimes. They can stand, they do not come from a different factory. We all come from same factory. We are all produced in same factory, right?
Yeah.
Not different manufacturer. They don't have extra grass on their head body. But still they can survive with a without shivering. Why? They get tuned to that. Myself and my guru together went. I have to at least wear a banyan because I was feeling cold. And him, no problem for it. He was 74 years old that time. Just one dhoti, nothing else. You don't. I have put it on Orkut, you can see Himalaya. Kailas Yatra. My Kailas Yatra photographs you will see. You can see me, I am shivering. You can see in the picture I am shivering. And you can see all other people are with the gloves, boots, maybe 4 or 5 layers will be. An inner inside. We don't wash our face also there. One day I washed my face at night and slept. After some time my hand is not moving because there was a small seepage of water through the coat inside and that became ice. It's not working, hand is not there. Then I have to remove all the clothes and then heat it up. So it happens. That cold, they are very good. No problem for them. What do you say? Are you feeling cold? Say no. If you keep on saying others, I am feeling cold, the other person also feel cold. It's only your feeling. You feel comfortable, you are comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, you are uncomfortable. It's only a feeling which you have. Carry good feelings with you. It doesn't matter. And you can tune yourself. That's why for tuning only, this mantra is given. How do you do that? Hold water for some time, pour it back, hold for some time, pour it back. Then your body will adjust with the temperature. There is a saying in Malayalam, ആദ്യത്തെ കപ്പിനെ ചൂടും തണുപ്പുള്ളൂ പിന്നത്തേത് ഇല്ല. ആദ്യത്തെ കപ്പ് മേത്തൊഴിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ചിലപ്പോൾ ഷിവറിങ് വരും തണുത്തിട്ട്. നല്ല ബുദ്ധിയുള്ളവർക്ക് ഇത് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കരുത് അവർ ആദ്യത്തെ കപ്പിന് അത് ഒഴിക്കും. ഭയങ്കര ലോജിക്കായിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണ്. ചില മാർക്സിസ്റ്റുകാരുണ്ട് ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിയാണ്. പക്ഷെ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കുഴപ്പമുണ്ട്. ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധി വേറൊന്നും വർക്ക് ചെയ്യില്ല. ഈ ട്രഡീഷനൊക്കെ ആകെ തെറ്റാണ്. ഇതൊന്നും പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള സാധനം അല്ലാതെ ആരും കാണാതെ ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഇതാണ് ലോകം. Traditionally there are a lot of things which are told to follow. Just follow them. You will see it helps you. Okay, so good practice. And for that practice people prescribe what you should do. Taking bath, that was for good habit. So you can become happy. Whatever the situation you have around, it doesn't care. You don't have to be rich. You can be rich internally. I see that I am rich. And I am rich. If I think I am rich, I am rich. If you think you can learn, you can learn. If you think you can't learn, you cannot learn. Your brain is like a rubber band. You keep on stretching it, it will work. If you don't stretch it, it does not work. You keep on using it, it has elasticity. If you don't keep it and keep it in a corner, you take after some time, it will break. So use your brain as best as you can. If you become lazy in using it, I'm sure you can't use it after some time, especially at this age. You take a poetry, take a poem, take a song, you can by heart it faster. Give it to your mother or father, they can't do it. This is the time when you can learn as much as you can. This is the time when you can adjust with any condition. You can do it. You can do it ever. So physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, spiritually, there are 5 types of development in personality development. Which are they? Physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, spiritually. You are a too intellectual person, but no heart, no feelings for others. Does it make any sense? You are a too intelligent person. I said you get first rank, first award, but nobody to share with you. Who will share? Only people who have got feelings. Those who have a feeling for being in society. So you must be socially fit. You are a too intelligent person, but no physical strength. You have knowledge, but you don't know how to stand and talk. No physical strength for you. Will you become good? You have to be physically strong, emotionally strong, intellectually great, socially acceptable. Everybody should say, oh, he is my good friend. You cannot be an enemy to everybody. and spiritually higher, where you understand these are not my strength, this is my Atma who works. If you just go emotionally, keep doing whatever you want, your Atma will not be happy. That's why you have bad dreams. You'll be very happy in the day, but night you don't get sleep. Who does not give you sleep is your Atma. It will tell you should not have done this. You want to eat ice cream. Who asks you? I want to have. Your manas. Buddhi will say, don't eat. That's not prepared in nice water. If you eat, you will have throat pain. Who tells you this? Buddhi will tell you. Manas will say, I want. Buddhi will say, don't. And you become unhappy. Or Buddhi will say, let the friend go, then I will eat, so that I don't have to pay for it. The Buddhi is confused, but not Manas. Manas will have to feel like giving, but Buddhi will say, no. Let the bus come after that. So Manas and Buddhi starts fighting every time, and therefore we are unhappy. And sometimes we will listen to Buddhi. Oh, ice cream is not good, it's non-vegetarian. All the dirtiest waste of animal is what is being crushed and powdered and got into ice cream. That's why you have got vegetarian ice cream now, right? Even today that's the baby memorial. When you go to medical college, on the left side there is a vegetarian ice cream bar. They used to have ice creams there. Kozhikode, you and the Malappuram, you should not use the word ice cream. It's a synonym for some of the politicians here. He gave ice cream and political performance. Good in politics, Kerala politics. എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും പേപ്പറെങ്കിലും വായിക്കണം, അപ്പോഴേ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും. നിങ്ങൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇയർ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കാൻ പോകണം. സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ ആവണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടോ? ഇങ്ങനെ ഇരുന്നപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ ആവുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയർഫുള്ളാണ്, നമുക്ക് ആകെ ഡള്ളാണ്. ശരിയാണോ? Say I am great. Say I am great. See the difference. That's what second years are. അനിയന്മാരി ഇങ്ങനെ വിട്ടാൽ മതി. റാഗൊന്നും ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലേ? ശരിക്കും റാഗ് ചെയ്യണം നിങ്ങളെ. റാഗ് ചെയ്യാം. ഇത്രയും സമയം പറഞ്ഞത് ഫുൾ വേസ്റ്റ്. ഒന്നും അങ്ങോട്ട് കേറിയിട്ടില്ല. ശരിയാണ്. ഇടുവാമോനെ ആ നീല ഷർട്ട് ബ്രൈറ്റ് ബ്ലൂ. സംശയം തോന്നി അപ്പൊ എഴുന്നേക്കാൻ വേണ്ടത് ഞാനാണെന്ന് പറയേണ്ടത്. ഇടുവാ. ഓടി വരണം. വരണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഓടി വരണം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബിൽഡിങ്ങിന് 4 ചുറ്റും ചുറ്റിക്കും. താഴത്ത് 10 പ്രാവശ്യം കയറി ഇറങ്ങാൻ പറയും പണിഷ്മെന്റ്. വരണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഫാസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വരണം. അപ്പൊ ഷൂ ഒക്കെ അഴിച്ചിട്ട് വിശദമായിട്ട് പാൻറ്റൊക്കെ അഴിച്ചിട്ടോ, ഷൂ മാത്രം അഴിച്ചിട്ടോ. ഞാൻ ഇത്രയും സമയം എന്താ പറഞ്ഞത്? ഇത്രയും സമയം ഫാസ്റ്റായി വരണമെന്ന് മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞു. അതിന് മുമ്പ് എന്താ പറഞ്ഞു? ഇപ്പൊ ക്രമത്തിൽ ബാക്കോട്ട് പോകുന്ന എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. 100 മുതൽ 1 വരെ പറയാം. എന്താ പറഞ്ഞത്? ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ് തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോ ഫസ്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ. അതൊക്കെ പോട്ടെ. എന്റെ പേരെന്താ? ശസ്സ. എന്റെ ഫുൾ പേര് പറ. എന്റെ ബ്ലോഗ് നോക്കാൻ പറയുമ്പോ ഞാൻ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് എന്താണോ? Don't help your friend. You will also get punishment, I'll tell you. I told you that I am going to ask questions, right now? Yes or no?
Yes.
Concentration ഉണ്ടോ? ബുദ്ധി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ? ബുദ്ധി ഉണ്ടോ? വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ? എന്നിട്ട് എന്താ കിട്ടാത്ത? എവിടെ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിരിക്കുക? പണ്ട് എങ്ങനെ പണിഷ്മെന്റ് കൊടുക്കാൻ അറിയോ? കാണണോ? ചെവി പിടിക്കുക. മറ്റേ ചെവി. ഈ ചെവി കൈ കൊണ്ട് ആ ചെവി 2 കാലം ക്രോസ് ചെയ്ത് പിടിക്കും. ആ ഈ ഭാഗം നിലത്ത് മുട്ടുന്നത് വരെ 18 പ്രാവശ്യം. വേറെ ഒരു ഭാഗവും മുട്ടാൻ പാടില്ല. കുറച്ചും കൂടി അങ്ങോട്ടൊന്നോ ഡെസ്ക് തട്ടി. Don't laugh, you're also going to get if you cannot answer my questions. I told you if you're not going to take punishment, I said you can go out, right now? Yeah, try, do it. No. One. No, hand should not. That's gone. Now again, one. You count now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. മുട്ടുന്നില്ല മോനെ ശരിക്കും മുട്ടുണ്ട്. Yeah. Yes. Very good. Sir, quick. This is the best exercise to become good in your brain. Punishment and Kurtalada is to show you that when you do this, 136 muscles work in your body and you will never have a belly. And this is the exercise to be done when you go to which god? Ganapati. You know why? Ganapati tells you if you don't do this, you will become like me. Here's a message. He says if you don't do this, you are going to have big belly. Okay? He is very good. He could do it. I'm sure if I ask somebody else, you will not be able to do it. Give him a big clap. Stand up. He has got a good physique and therefore he could do it. Lift your hands up and do it. Well done. Okay? You can be proud of being that. Physically fit. Emotionally strong. He is emotionally strong. Otherwise he will feel upset. Understood? Intellectually you can grow all the time. How do you intellectually grow? Keep on learning, you can become good. Socially, you can keep on mixing with the people, learn as much as you can from others, give as much as you can to others, then they will become your friend. Spiritually, when you learn that it is not my energy which I am doing, Shashikumar is not teaching. My manas is not teaching. My buddhi is not teaching. It's my atma who teaches. It's a creativity. If you don't have spirituality, after some time, it's not your buddhi. Whatever I learned in the textbook is not what I am teaching. Whatever I have seen, whatever I heard is not what I am teaching. It just comes from my atma. Unknowingly it comes. My buddhi is not working. I have been put under test. Doctors connecting electroencephalograph on machine. Cardiograph is ECG. Okay, your heart is working or not. To test whether your brain is working or not, there is an equipment called EEG, electroencephalograph. Connect it. It will not vibrate when I am teaching, because I am not teaching. It comes from my atma, and atma is not me. It is God. Have a feeling that I am not doing it. It just comes from inside, without my intention. I don't frame my words. Are you framing your words when you talk to your father, mother? It just comes. And you have Atmiyana only doing that. While teaching, if you can have it, you will become as fluent as me. Many people have written they have stage fear. Communication skill is not there. You know why? Because you are not connecting your manas to Atma. You are practically thinking that no, your ego, oh, I should perform well, I should perform well, I should perform well, I am great. That thinking will make you more practically live, but internally null. Uddharet atmanatmana atmanam avasadhet atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva lipuratmanaha. Your atma becomes closest to your manas. Manas and atma will become together, and it is not manas which makes you to talk, it is the atma which makes you to talk. Therefore, whatever I do, I have no desire. Manas have desire. I want. Actually, I don't want, but still it happens. Okay, it's not desire which controls you. It is the atma which controls you. Atma have no desire. Hridaya kuhara madhye kevalam brahma matvam. And each word comes from manas. Manas is equal to atma for some people. Each word comes from manas. Vak mana. Vak mana. Vak comes from manas. Where do you the manas get the word from? Manas get words from what you hear, what you see, what you taste, what you touch. All the indriyas are giving input. When somebody talks, where does it go? It goes to your manas. When I am here, what did you do? Took the picture. Eyes were open, took my picture. Did you not? My picture went to your manas. Then what did you do? Took it and offloaded, archived, backed up into your brain, buddhi. Just now when I said you are seeing me, now your eyes are seeing me again. Otherwise, you are seeing me but not seeing me. നിങ്ങളെ കണ്ടിരുന്നു പക്ഷെ കാണുന്നില്ലായിരുന്നു. എന്താ കാരണം? ശ്രദ്ധ പറയുന്നതിൽ മാത്രമായിരുന്നു. ചെവി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ കണ്ണ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യില്ല. കാണാൻ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ പറയുന്നത് ചിലപ്പോൾ കേൾക്കണ്ടോ. ഇപ്പം അങ്ങനെ മാറിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സ്, അല്ലേ? വന്നപ്പോ എന്നെ കണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് കേൾക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് പറയുന്നത് മാത്രമേ കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ളൂ, എന്നെ കാണാൻ ശ്രമിച്ചില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എന്നെ കണ്ടിരുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ രണ്ടാമത് ഒന്നും കൂടി കാണാൻ. അപ്പൊ എന്ത് പറ്റി? പറയുന്നതിൽ ശ്രദ്ധ പോകും, അല്ലേ? ഏന ചക്ഷുഷാന പശ്യന്തി ഏന ചക്ഷുഷി ബയോടെക്നോളജിയൊക്കെയാണ്, ഉപനിഷത്തുകളിലുള്ള ബയോടെക്നോളജിയാണ് ഞാൻ ഇപ്പൊ പറയുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ കണ്ണുകളിലേക്ക് ശ്രദ്ധ കൊണ്ടുപോകാനും കണ്ണുകളിൽ നിന്ന് മനസ്സിലേക്ക് ശ്രദ്ധ കൊണ്ടുപോകാനും പരിപ്പോടാം. ഞാനിപ്പോ എന്താ പറഞ്ഞേ? പരിപ്പോട. പറഞ്ഞ സമയത്ത് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പരിപ്പോട് എത്തിയോ? ഷേപ്പ് കണ്ടോ? മണം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആസ്വദിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ? ടേസ്റ്റ് നാവിലും എത്തി, അല്ലേ? പരിപ്പൊടി ഉണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. പരിപ്പ് വട എന്നൊരു വാക്ക് കേട്ടപ്പോ തന്നെ മനസ്സിൽ ഷേപ്പ് വന്നോ? എന്താ കാരണം? പണ്ട് പരിപ്പ് വടയുടെ ചിത്രം മനസ്സിൽ സൂക്ഷിച്ചു. എപ്പോ വാക്ക് കേട്ടുവോ അപ്പൊ കണ്ണിലേക്ക് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ആയിരിക്കും. ആ പിക്ചർ ഇങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടേ അതങ്ങോട്ട് കൊണ്ടോ വായിൽ വെള്ളം തരാം. കാരണം പണ്ടത്തെ ടേസ്റ്റ്, അല്ലേ? പണ്ട് കരിഞ്ഞ പരിപ്പോടെ കഴിച്ചത് എനിക്ക് ലാസ്റ്റ് ആ ടേസ്റ്റ് ആണ് വായിൽ. ആലോചിക്ക, ഇന്ദ്രിയങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ കണക്ട് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് മനസ്സിലാവും. നിങ്ങൾ നോക്കണം, ആരാ പറയുന്നത് നോക്കണം? മനസ്സാ പറയണം, ബുദ്ധി പറയും നോക്കണ്ട കേട്ടോ. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്കില്ല, പിന്നെയും മനസ്സ് പറയും ഓക്കെ. അപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കാം, മനസ്സ് പറയും വേണ്ട. ഇതേപോലെ നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ദ്രിയങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന മനസ്സാണ്. ഇല്ലാത്ത സാധനത്തെ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ ഇന്ദ്രിയം പറയണം, ചെവി പറയണം, കാണണം. ഓക്കെ, കട്ട്ലറ്റ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? ഇങ്ങനെ ഇഷ്ടമാണോ പറയാം? ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിച്ചാലേ ആൻസർ പറഞ്ഞോളൂ. പടാന്നുണ്ട് ആൻസർ പറയാം, തപ്പൊന്നുണ്ട് ആൻസർ പറയാം. ഓക്കെ, പരിപാടി ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? ഈ മാർക്സിസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടായി അതാ കുഴപ്പം. അവർക്ക് വക്രബുദ്ധി മാത്രമേ പോളൂ, പിന്നെ ആലോചിക്കാം അയ്യോ അങ്ങനെ വേണ്ടായിരുന്നു. കട്ട്ലറ്റ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? സമോസ ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? സോപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? സോപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? ചെറുങ്ങനെ സ്പെല്ലിംഗ് മിസ്റ്റേക്ക് വരുത്തിയപ്പോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സംശയം അതാണോ കാണും, അല്ലേ? കസാപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? കസാപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമാണോ? എന്താണെന്ന് ആലോചിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി, അല്ലേ? കാരണം എന്താ? അങ്ങനെ ഒരു പേര് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോ ഒരു ഷേപ്പ് നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിലില്ല. കാരണം അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സാധനം ഇല്ലല്ലോ, ഞാൻ വെറുതെ പറഞ്ഞു നോക്കാം. കട്ട്ലറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോ ഷേപ്പ് മനസ്സിൽ വന്നു, സമോസ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോ ഷേപ്പ് മനസ്സിൽ വരും. ഞാൻ എന്തോ ഒരു വാക്ക് പറഞ്ഞ അങ്ങനെ സാധനം ഇല്ല, അപ്പൊ ഷേപ്പ് മനസ്സിൽ വരുന്നില്ല. ഇനിയിപ്പൊ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു വിചാരിക്കാം കസാപ്പ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പിസ പോലൊരു സാധനം. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പിസയുടെ ഷേപ്പ് വന്നു. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം പിസ അല്ല വേറെ എന്തോ അടുത്തുള്ളൊരു സാധനമാണ്. അതിന്റെ ഷേപ്പ് ഒക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒന്ന് മാറ്റാനൊക്കെ നോക്കുന്നു. ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക്കലി യു സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ഡൂയിങ് ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കോസ് യുവർ ക്രിയേറ്റിവിറ്റി വർക്ക്സ് ബട്ട് നോട്ട് മനസ്. ഓക്കെ, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up as much as you can. You become creative in your life. Very fast, very active. As active you are, you become that creative. As accidental you are, you become that creative. As simple you are, you become more creative. If you are more sophisticated, you become non-creative. Simple. That's why I said life made simple to be creative. How? Flow like a river and grow like a tree. Tree is very creative. You know why? Because if there is light, it knows where to go. It will try here, it does not work, it turns and goes there. River is like that, start flowing. When there is a ditch, it goes there, stagnates, stays, has patience. And then once it gets a chance to overflow, it starts overflowing. And you have a bund there, it stops there. Again it will try. Take a small log and small tree. It will not stop. വലിയൊരു മരം വീണാലോ അതിൻ്റെ താഴത്ത് വിടും, മുകളിലേക്ക് വിടുകയാണോ, അത് നല്ലോണം നിറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ ശുഭം ഒഴിവാക്കും ഇല്ലേ? Be like that in your life. Something could stop you, but it doesn't matter. Have patience. Try every opportunity. Don't stagnate and stay. If you can flow, flow. Keep on trying. The river will keep on trying to flow as per the flow. When there is a wind, be flexible. A good tree is a tree which do not stand stubborn. Wind വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും കാറ്റ് വരുമ്പോൾ ഡാൻസ് ചെയ്ത് കളിക്കും. Stubborn ആയിട്ട് നിന്നാൽ തോറ്റും, ഒഴിയും. So be like a tree and fall like a river. Just keep on enjoying every moment and never have an enjoyment which makes you to say, I should not do this. Physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, spiritually. Being such is spiritual. As the nature does, if you also start doing, that's spiritual. But if you have no desire, no development. Therefore, human beings have to have desire. Keep on changing your desire. Keep on changing your desire. I want to be something. After that, next what? Try again next. Keep on climbing as a climbing person from the top of the mountain. When you climb up, you see behind, oh, this much I can see. Go still further, you will see larger area. You will enjoy more and more when you go up and up. Never get satisfied in where you are. Be happy in where you are. Distinguish between happiness and satisfaction. Never get satisfied, but be happy. You understood the difference? I am happy in what I am doing, but am I satisfied? No, I must improve. Okay? I was a scientist, happy. But then I thought, why not teach? Started teaching. No scientist have to teach. But I started teaching. Wherever I can. Which subject? Whatever subject I can. No, I taught geography, economics, computer science, mathematics, physics, Malayalam, English, Hindi I never taught. Sanskrit I taught, Nichagadikam I taught. Hindi I never taught. I never got a chance. But comparative literature I taught, in which many languages have to be compared. That's what comparative literature. Then also I have taken some Doha from Hindi and used it, but not as Hindi as it is. Many times teach as much as you can do. That's my enjoyment. So I kept on doing it. Then somebody from Calicut sent me an application form saying that in Calicut University there is a director post. Apply for that. I never thought I will get it. Just apply. Sudharan sent me the application form. He is the HRD manager in the Steel Authority. He is a close friend of mine who transferred from Hyderabad. He knows me perfectly well. So he said, Calicut, there is a vacancy, why can't you apply? I never thought about applying such. But he just sent me 2 application forms. One for reader post, one for director post. Because he himself doesn't know for what post I have to use. And I also don't know what post I am good for. I applied for both. Came to the interview board. The interviewer, I know, in a vice chancellor's cabin, if somebody has to be interviewed in the director post, it is third in the hierarchy in the university. He has to be at least 3 vice chancellors. I got into the UGC side, identified what are the categories and what norms, how many people have to be in the interview board, what are the general pattern of interview committee, all that I have learned. Then I found which are the university vice chancellors nearby where they could call. Took the biodata of the vice chancellor of Calicut University, by hearted all what he knows. Searched all his biodata on internet, took his books, took his articles, learned everything. That's why I prepared for me. I'm telling this not to boast about me, to give you clues on how to live. how to get into and through any interview you want. Went there, I'm sure I will not get this post. I'm sure I will not get this post because I never had a teaching experience. Senior most professors only get into director academic staff college. Is it not? Never in India a non-teaching person become director of academic staff college except me. I went there, sat with the people. I asked, what are you doing? They're all professors. How many years service? 20 years, 25 years. They asked me, what are you? I said, I'm a scientist. Scientist for this course. How many years experience? 15 years. 15 years experience, there are 30 years experience process. Above 50, above 55. I'm 39 that time. 13 years old. The first person to become director of academic staff only at 39 years. In the whole Indian tradition in UGC, I was the first person. You know why? Not because I had qualification, not because I had experience, I had guts. I went to the interview board, learning everything about the people who sit in the White. At least 3 of them I know, 3 of them I don't know. 3 of 6 of them, 2 vice chancellors, 3 vice chancellors. The first question from vice chancellor, who is the chairman of the committee, he asked me, Calicut University vice chancellor that time, first name. He asked me, why did you come for the job when it pay you less? Because I was getting more salary. If I come here, I was losing more money. Why did you come for the job? I said, sir, I came for interview but not for job. Have you decided to give me job? You understood the difference? I came for interview. If chairman is asking why did you come for job, that means what? He has decided to give me job. Wonderful, I am happy sir, you are giving me job. Oh, it was a shock for him. He said, no, tell me. Now why did you come for interview? I said, 3 vice chancellors in front of you. Only 300 rupees. Application form was 300 rupees. Can you meet 3 vice chancellors by paying some money? If you get an appointment, it's difficult, right? But I am getting appointment with vice chancellor. Definitely they will spend some time with me in the interview board, no? And that too I have applied for 2 posts. 2 times you have to interview me. So 2 times I can meet you. It was very cool like this. Then he asked me, what is great in meeting me? Sir, you are the most best non-glaciologist in the world. Why he became great? Because none of the people who are sitting know him as a glaciologist. They only know him by chancellor. They don't know the biodata of this fellow. So he became great. Yeah, this man knows about me. If somebody says you are great, the other person will feel happy, right? So he felt very happy. Yeah, not only that, you are a good educationalist, you have written 2 books on this. You keep on writing articles in Deccan Chronicle, because that was a paper which comes in Andhra. He used to write articles in that paper in Andhra, which he compiled it together and made a book down. And those articles used to come, so I started reading all that. Wonderful, your idea on the higher education is great, I said. Yeah, he has decided internally I am going to appoint him. Understood, no? Be bold, yeah? If not this job, some other job, why do you worry? Is it only this job in the world, nothing else? There are so many opportunities if you are good. If you are not good, no job. Be good. Job will come behind you. And election was over, government changed, they threw me out. Many people from judges were close friend of mine because I see their horoscope. I'm a good astrologer. They're all close to me, very close to me. They come and they have a problem to me. In 2 years, 1.5 years, I could make them close friend. All of them are good friends. They said, give me 1 paper, no, we will stop. You can continue here. I said, who will continue with a case? Those who don't have any other job. I have many other job, enough. I'm going back. I went back. As soon as I reached back, there was another call from Cabinet Secretariat. And I went on deputation as an IG of police. Never had a uniform of IG of police. I was controlling 132 IPS officers below me. First time in India, a non-defense person, a non-police fellow, controlling polices and defense people at the center cabinet. I was with the Director General of Security as IG of Police for 2 years. I could have continued 3 years. I left in 1 year and then came. The first person to reach there at the age of 42. Only brigadier and above will apply for that, and out of 100 of them, one gets a post like that. I could be there. So once you lose something, you get something else provided, you are good. And no job with a big room. My room was much double than this room. Nothing to be done. I had only one Tulasi with me. Don't worry, she's not a girl. Tulasi. To entertain me in the room, I had a Tulasi, I said. Somebody said, oh, Tulasi, you are keeping Tulasi there? Yeah, I said, yeah, it's a Tulasi. And it started growing from below the table. It has gone to the roof, 9 feet tall. Have you ever seen Tulasi growing 9 feet tall? I had a Tulasi in my room. See or put, I have put picture. No lie. I'm not lying. Every visitor used to come and see, how could you do that? Because I spent a lot of time with my Tulasi. Keep on saying that you are my close friend. And rest, I wrote this book, all in the office. No other job. Very cool. Vivekananda says, if you don't have classes, if you don't have lectures, write. So I heard him saying that you write. So I started writing. You have internet in the room, as well as you go to office, start chatting with the people, looking at Orkut, keep on learning something, keep on thinking, keep on writing poetry. So all this poetry, 27 poetries I have written there. Exactly the day I entered there, I have decided I will use these 2 hours for a purpose. And I came out with a purpose. 3 books are pending now. It will be soon coming out. So what I am trying to say is, if you are good, you can do anything in this world. I am not trying to say that I am great and all that. What I am trying to say is, use your time. Be creative. Be active. Don't worry what you will get. You will get something. You will get something. Whichever you want, you will get. I remember the day I joined, 13th October 2005, I took class. Yes? That is a? Yes. The day I joined, he was conducting a program in that campus, and I took the class the day I joined as director. The next week there was a program in which he was supposed to coordinate and conduct, and he met with some accident on the car, and he could not reach. I said, don't worry, I am there, I will conduct the program. I do not belong to this department. It was not my job. I took up the responsibility and said, I will do it. You come, cool, don't worry. Whatever you are supposed to do will be done there. I don't know what he is supposed to do. But I did whatever I know that what he is supposed to do. Maybe right or maybe wrong. But do it. Take responsibility. It gives you experience. Never run away from what you can do. Anything which you can do it 100% sincerely, devotionally. Keep your manas there. No buddhi is required. Only manas. If you have devotion, you can do it. If you have attitude, you can do it. If you have no attitude, you know many things, you will never do it. I repeat. If you have no attitude, you may know how to do it, you need not do it. If you have attitude, if you don't know also, you will do it. Maybe some mistakes will come, doesn't matter. You can correct it, learn it. You know swimming, not necessarily you swim. But if you have an attitude to swim, നീന്താൻ ഇഷ്ടമാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കാം, എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? നീന്തും. അറിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? പഠിക്കും. പഠിച്ചതുകൊണ്ട് നീന്തണമെന്നുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. നീന്താൻ ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ടെങ്കിലോ പഠിച്ചിട്ട് നീന്തും. നീന്തം പഠിച്ചു ആഗ്രഹിക്കാന്ന് വിചാരിക്കാം, സ്വിമ്മിംഗ് പൂളിൽ കോഴിക്കോട് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. എന്താ? സാഹചര്യം ശരിയല്ല, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യാം. എന്താ കാരണം? താല്പര്യമില്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ടാണ്. താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലോ ഉള്ള സ്ഥലത്ത് തപ്പിട്ട് പോയില്ലേ, എത്ര ദൂരാണെങ്കിലും പോയില്ലേ. അപ്പൊ എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ചെയ്യാത്തത്? താല്പര്യമില്ല. The first requirement is you must have attitude, good interest in doing what you are. If you have no interest, you will never take a newspaper. If you have interest, you will see what you want in that book, newspaper. If you have no interest, you keep on reading, you will see many things, but nothing will go in your brain. Have interest. In which? Politics? Yes. Science? Yes. Technology? Yes. Food? Yes. Everything. Keep on learning. See, when I get a new dish, I will ask him how to prepare this. I will learn that. If I can't learn, I have no interest in that. If you go to some house and then eat something and ask them how did you prepare, and they'll become double happy. Very simple. And say that, well, you must be able to appreciate people. You must be able to appreciate what you eat. You must be able to appreciate what you do. That's most essential to survive, to become happier in this world. Okay? For this, buddhi is essential a little bit, but not too much. Do you have buddhi? Test it. Vijesh? Sorry, repeating it, okay? What you're going to do is, we will test your buddhi now. When I count,
That means that nothing is impossible, everything is possible.
anybody else? Fast. 10, 9. For this also I have to count. So I leave this book here for the library. Fine. And CD is given. I guess you have copied and original is also with you.
First of all, I thank you for being with us all this time. And I should say that this was entirely a different experience altogether. In my life personally, I have never had an opportunity to attend any seminar or training program like this. It was much more than what we could even imagine. So much of our ways we never knew how the time went. We simply enjoyed your training program. It was excellent, but we will never forget you and your class.
I tell you, this is my longest program ever I had. I had sessions of 6 hours, but not from day to night, day to day, right? So almost, if I could reach here by 7 o'clock, I could have started at 7 and ended at 7. So I think we will have another 2-3 days of continuous session sometime later to make world record. Okay? Do that. And I don't require sleep. And I'm sure all of you are too good. Too good. Smart, bright, glittering, smiling, handsome, cute, lovable, loving. Okay? Wonderful, wonderful, very good. I want you to come and tell something. Come. I give punishment to few people, right? Stand up. Talk. You must come and talk. Fast.
Good morning, friends. ഞാൻ ഒരിക്കലും പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല ഇതുപോലത്തെ നല്ലൊരു ക്ലാസ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഞാൻ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ട്രെയിനിങ് പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ ഒരു 6 മണിക്കൂർ കൂടുതൽ ഞാൻ ഇരുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചില്ലായിരുന്നു ഞാൻ രാത്രി ഉറങ്ങുന്നില്ല എന്നൊക്കെ. സാറിന് മെഡിറ്റേഷൻ ക്ലാസ് വളരെ മനോഹരമായിരുന്നു. സാറിന്റെ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ രീതി എനിക്ക് വളരെ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. താങ്ക് യു.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sir.
എന്നും എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിൻ്റെ ക്യാൻവാസുകളിൽ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
Good morning to you all. എൻ്റെ ലൈഫിൽ ഇത്രയും കാലത്തിനുള്ളിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ഇത്ര ടൈം അങ്ങനെ ഉറക്കം പേര് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. അന്നേക്കാളില്ലാണ്ട് സോങ്ങിൽ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഇത്ര നല്ലൊരു ക്ലാസ് കിട്ടിയതിന് കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്തതിന് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്റ്റാഫ് ഫാക്കൽറ്റി മെമ്പേഴ്സിന് എല്ലാവർക്കും താങ്ക്സ് അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ലൈഫിലെ ഇനി മുമ്പോട്ടുള്ള ലൈഫിന് ഏറ്റവും ഉപകാരപ്രദമായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് സാറ് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഗെയിമിലൂടെയും ഒട്ടും ബോറടിക്കാണ്ട് ഗെയിമിലൂടെയും നമുക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിലേക്ക് ഉൾക്കൊള്ളാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ സാറിന് എല്ലാവിധ ഭാവി നല്ല മക്കളിൽ വരട്ടേന്ന് പേഴ്സണലായിട്ടും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും വേണ്ടി പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നത് സാറിന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു.
Anybody else want to share? 10, 9.
We did more practical classes and we need more
Any?
practical classes.
Yeah. Actually, I was telling Vijesh, here there are no space actually. You don't have space for running around. But I have a lot of games where you keep running, lifting chair, running around. So many things are there. So the space is slightly less. And if you want to learn meditation, you will learn the space where you can lie down. Okay? That experience is entirely different. If nothing is there in you, but at least keep this breathing practice first, will help you in long run. You will become healthy, no sickness. I'm sure a few of you had back pain and all that. The back pain is gone? No problem now? Okay? Use those treatment techniques to heal yourself. Okay? It helps you a lot. Anybody want to share? I would have stayed with you for a long time more, but I have a class tomorrow from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, again 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, then 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I have 3 lectures. And first time I am going to my own school where I studied my management. My family have no school. Okay, so I am going to talk to the parents first time. In my own village I have 2 programs tomorrow. Night in a temple. So maybe tomorrow I will go up to 8:30, 9 o'clock. Day after tomorrow back again to some college. And 23rd I am in Edapad. He is conducting a program. 24th morning I am in Kodungalur. Evening I am in Palgad. 25th I am in Trichur for a program conducted by Ramakrishna Bhatt. 26th I am in Kottayam for an LIC program. 27th I am back in Kodungalur. And 20th I am flying back to Hyderabad. 29th and 30th I have a full day teachers program at Hyderabad. So every day I keep moving like this. So keep life energetic, active, and have longer plans in life so that God will give you sufficient life to support your programs, provided your programs are good. Have faith in Him and He will take you all places where you want to take.